Hello everybody. So as a short man myself, I thought I'd do a little video addressing this collective delusion among women that dating a tall man is better because they feel somehow safer with tall men or something like that, or that they're better defended by a tall guy for whatever reason. So I'm 5'7". Okay, I'm not like, yeah, I'm a short guy. And I've had this before, and it really like grinds my gears. And don't you just think, like as women, short men, we've managed to stick around, haven't we, for some reason in history, haven't we? Otherwise, natural selection would dictate that only tall men get to reproduce, right? And that only tall guys get to stick around and they're better at combat and all this sort of thing, except that is, of course, completely untrue. If that were the truth, well, then there'd be a 6-foot height requirement for being a Navy SEAL, wouldn't there? Except there isn't one, obviously. Actually, there is a height requirement for being a Navy SEAL. It's the same height requirement for joining the Navy in the States, which is, guess how many feet? 6 feet? 5 foot? No, actually 4'9" is the height requirement for joining the Navy in the States. And hence, that's also the height requirement for becoming a Navy SEAL. And do you know the height of the shortest Navy SEAL ever? The height requirement of the shortest Navy SEAL is 5 foot. A 5-foot Navy SEAL. Now, if you had to choose between going on a date, if you want to feel protected on the streets by anyone, who do you go for? The 6'4" rugby player or a 5-foot Navy SEAL? Who do you really choose? If it's defense you're after, who do you go for? If you choose anyone other than the Navy SEAL, I'm sorry to say, you're living in fantasy land. You're living in, if you do choose, sorry, are you better protected with a 6'4" rugby guy than a 5-foot trained killer? I don't think so. If you're in the situation on the street, like say an attacker comes along with a knife, who's going to be able to disarm the attackers? Like the rugby player, maybe if he's had, I don't know, Krav Maga course or something, but even then I suspect possibly not actually. And I suspect that's the case with a lot of those guys who've been on those Krav Maga courses, and after 6 weeks of training, like when you've got like in a gym in a safe environment with a rubber knife, maybe disarm someone then. But when it comes to the crunch in the real world, and you're really presented with a knife, I don't know, maybe not even. So, yeah, but the person who most certainly would be able to disarm an attacker with a knife is the 5-foot Navy SEAL. He could. He certainly could. The rugby lad, probably not, I reckon. You just go, money, here you go, and so on. You go like, love, just give me your money, they didn't cover this in rugby. And so on. Like, what is this? Like, thing about short guys? What, like we're any less deadly than tall men? How could we not? How could we be? What? I don't get it. Where does it come from? Like, got all these sayings like good things come in small packages. Like I like to try and like coin a new phrase like small and deadly. I don't know. Is that a thing? It upsets me because the thing is like not only like you women like, missing out really on dating a fantastic short guy, and who can protect you. I don't know. Like we're not like less adept at self-defense at all, and killing people if need be. All right, I take it, and like maybe the female response is like, yeah, but I'd rather go out with a 6'2" Navy SEAL or something like that. It's like because like obviously among Navy SEALs in like their deluded minds, they think that the 6'2" Navy SEAL has an advantage over the short guy. But then again, I don't like in like a fight between a 5 foot Navy SEAL and a 6'2" Navy SEAL. I actually don't know who I put my money on. I don't know. I know who I put my money on it between the 5 foot Navy SEAL and the 6'4" rugby player. My money would be on the SEAL every single time. The Navy SEAL. Every single fucking time. But yeah, like SEAL on SEAL between 5 foot Navy SEAL and 6 foot. I don't know actually. Maybe it'd be the short guy. Why would you underestimate him? You know, it's yeah, he might like, and the 6'2" Navy SEAL also in the back of his mind, he might think, well, I'm a bigger guy. I have a clear advantage here. Who knows? And he might get a little bit of hubris, a little bit of overconfidence, and that'll lead him into error. And you know, the 5 foot Navy SEAL, who knows, that might just jump around. He might get on top of him, chokehold him or something. I don't know. I don't know. And you don't know either. That's the thing. Why would you pick on short men? You don't know. Like you can see some short guys, like you just like yeah, I don't know, or maybe a lot of them actually. You just get like this feeling about them that if they were attacked, they would go fucking berserk and kill the guy. Or yeah, it's like if you attack them, you might be in real trouble. You don't know. They might be hard as nails. They might be unbelievably tough and quick. And they might, yeah, if like a bigger guy's picking on them, they might know exactly what to do. You don't know. You just don't. It's also one of the reasons, like this faintly absurd example of street fighting that like women, I think certain women anyway, have this like delusion in their mind that like guys are always getting into street fights. And it's true, men get attacked more often on the street than women do, physically. Women are greater victims of sexual violence, but men are greater victims of physical violence and altercations on the street than women. But we're not. It's actually very uncommon to see a fight on the street between two men. The last time I saw a fight anywhere is in a nightclub on New Year's Eve. The last time I saw a real fight between two men, the nightclub on New Year's Eve, about 8 or 9 years ago. It doesn't happen that often at all. Not really. Fights are relatively uncommon, luckily, but most men don't have no interest in getting into a fight. And actually, but after that, about 6 years ago, I did see a street fight in Bath, actually, of all places, you know, posh, snooty Bath, between two women. So, you know, it's by no means as common as you think it is. And this situation with an attacker with a knife, if you take anyone other than a 5 foot Navy SEAL, yeah, well, you're as well defended with any Navy SEAL, regardless of their height. The thing about height is it when it comes to their ability to defend people and disarm attackers and so on. Yeah, you're as well defended, I think, with a 5 foot Navy SEAL as you are with a 6'4" Navy SEAL. Frankly, they all have the same training. It's actually the training that really matters in that situation, not how tall they are. Yeah, like you're as well defended with the 5 foot Navy SEAL as you are with the 6'4" Navy SEAL, and you're certainly better defended with a 5 foot Navy SEAL than you are the 6'4" rugby player who's never been in the Navy SEALs or the military or anything like that. So think again, and don't just like write off a huge demographic among the male population based on this absurd prejudice about height. Like it's such a meaningless quality in someone, their height. She was like, I imagine the 5 foot Navy SEAL probably isn't as good at basketball as the 6'4" Navy SEAL, but there I think the similarities do start to end, really. And the 5 foot Navy SEAL is as every bit as an adept, trained killer as 6'4" Navy SEALs. So there. And height obviously doesn't fucking matter at all when it comes to that sort of stuff. And like combat and like street fighting. Whereas like the Navy SEAL is obviously the ideal person to have at your side if that's what you're worried about. So thank you for watching. Don't write off short guys. I think I'm going to put on my dating profile that anyone who has a prejudice against height, I have no interest in dating you, because it reflects, frankly, your stupidity if you believe that you're better protected with a tall man for some reason. Well, yeah, I think it does reflect that, definitely, that you write off short guys, that you'd underestimate short guys. I wouldn't. I never would. Ever. Because they might be deadly. You don't know. So, thank you very much for watching. Bye bye bye.